Hey, welcome to my presentation on the SLP Toolkit. I am Olivia Sowa-Kucharski, and I am a speech-language pathologist in the schools by trade. So I felt that this is the best application for me to cover. I also thought it was the best application for me to cover because it is a tool that I have not used yet. So I was able to explore it this week and look at what it can offer for other speech-language pathologists. This isn't really a tool for teachers, but it does have a thing in here about how administrators could utilize it. So there are some features like that. I was not able to find those things within my search, but right here it does say that it can assist with data for backing their decisions, but this is mostly geared towards speech language pathologists in the school. It does have a cost, $18 per month, or I think if you paid monthly, it's $24, as you see here. And if you did the $18 per month, it's like a $215 a year. So it does have a cost, which is kind of a negative to this. It's kind of pricey, but you can sign up for a free 30 days. So let me get into my account here. So I created one of the accounts here, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it. So when you first open your account here, it does have a schedule for you to create, which is nice. You can put students in as recurring, which is very nice, and put in their name. You can organize the color by grade, which is something that I personally like. That's how I do my schedule on Excel. Then if we go into caseload, you can see I put in some sample students to play around with how to create their goals, but you put in all their information here, including student name. And here you have it broken down. Here are my two students, and you can break it down by their needs. There are assessments within SLP Toolkit that range for all different types of communication needs, which is very, very cool. I'd like to see how you can put it together with, actual assessments, like standardized assessments. You can put notes in there, obviously, and put in your other data from your evaluation. But I would just like to see something a little bit more concrete than what they have here. That's my personal preference. But yeah, I put in a goal for him and played around with this. This is his goal that I had put in. That he could utilize his AAC device to produce a 2-word utterance, because based on his needs that I had put in here, that's what I had that made the most sense for him. And then here I have like therapy. I can put in my therapy and my extra notes here. Had a quick session. And then let's see here. Here we go, reports. Now this is a good feature. This is a cool feature I really like, actually. You can select by your students here, and you can create notes to send to teachers to create your schedule for times and student schedules. I thought that this was a very nice tool to rewrite this. I typically spend a lot of time emailing teachers, and this might be another good way, especially for teachers who don't always consistently check their email, but they check their mailboxes or they fill it out when you stop by their classrooms. I thought that this was a really nice tool. I have all my student assessments, student progress, and then there is a slot here for billing. I'm going to go back here to daily data. Now, the downfall for this, at least in my opinion as a speech therapist, is a lot of the tools that are on here are on a lot of platforms that SLPs already utilize within their states to document and organize their caseload. Here in Michigan, we use something called MIPSI, or Power School Special Programs, and they have almost all of this stuff within it. Not so much the assessment portions, but I think as a seasoned SLP, I am able to look at the assessment and come up with my goals based on the students' needs and abilities. I think too it's a little pricey for paying for this for something, again, that we have within our profession, or most SLPs have within their profession. and like the data portion of it, we can see in reports, you can see your students' progress here if you had notes. But again, in a lot of those programmings pages that states have set up for us, we can also there are filters and tools we can utilize to create these. So there are pros and cons to it. I think for an SLP who maybe doesn't have the luxury of having a state-run program, maybe this would be a great tool. For me personally, I'm going to stick with what I need. I also have some reservations around like FERPA and privacy with this, but it is a good assistive technology tool for SLPs to use. I hope you enjoyed this and have a great rest of your day. And my battery is about to die.